Hello, this is Bob Oros coming to you today with lesson number 49 from Eagle, Idaho. Eagle is just north of Boise, and it's a great little city, about 25,000 people. And it's also the headquarters for the Idaho Potato Commission. And the reason this is a big deal is Idaho actually grows 1/3 of all the U.S. potatoes consumed in the country. So 1/3 is just a huge amount of potatoes. And the Idaho potatoes are very conducive to French fries because of the climate, the texture, and the way they're grown. Most of your French fry potatoes come from Idaho. So it's a big part of our business because everybody we call on is going to use French fries. And when you think about that section of our business, if you went into our warehouse and looked at all the line items you have with French fries, you say, how can they take a single potato and make that many products out of it? Well, it's a great concept. It's the same concept used for restaurants when they can take a single meat item and make multiple menu items. That way you can expand your menu without having to expand your inventory. But of course, on the French fry end of it, you have to expand your inventory because every time you have a different fry, you have to have a different SKU and a different slot in the warehouse and another line item in your price book. But when they first harvest the potatoes during the harvest season, they put them in these great big potato bins, and then all during the winter, as they need them, they bring them out and they process them. Now, when I first started selling, I used to go into a customer and he'd say, well, I need some French fries, and all I had to say was crinkle cut or straight cut, and that was pretty much it. But since then, they have just grown into a huge variety of choices. They have the waffle, the Belgium, the tater tots, standard, the garlic fries, the curly fries, the shoestring. That's only page 1. Then you get to page 2, and you can see how many more they have. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is it's important. Product knowledge is one of the keys to success in our business. And we sometimes frown on the sales meetings and having to attend them and the roundtable discussions that we have with our brokers, but these are the most important and valuable things that we can do. And the reason is because the more we know, the more we can sell. And our customers want to look to us as an expert. So I would really say that when you have a sales meeting and a broker's coming in to cut a product, I mean, really soak it up. You can't get that kind of education anywhere else except there. Simplot does have a potato school. I don't know if they still have it, but I attended it years ago, and it was probably one of the most helpful things that I've ever done. Another thing was the chicken school that Tyson Foods had. But any opportunity that a manufacturer has to bring you in and show you how to sell their products is a great, huge benefit, and it's an education that you can't buy. You can't get it anywhere unless you're in the business and you're invited to go. So with that in mind, product knowledge is important, and this potato here is just an example of what we have to know. It's just one small category. Today's lesson, what % of salespeople follow up to a buyer's complete satisfaction? Well, you'd be surprised. If you went out and asked 500 buyers how many the salespeople that call on them follow up to their complete satisfaction, what do you think that number would be? Well, I did that, and it was only 10%. 10% of salespeople follow up to a customer's complete satisfaction. So that's good news and bad news for us, because it's good news to know that if you improve your follow-up, you're going to stand out. You're going to be different. And if you take care of all the details, and when you do that too, you're also going to make sure that you hold on to the business that you've got, because someone else won't come in and just take it away because you've been neglecting the customer. So how do you follow up? Well, you just take care of the details. You do everything that you can to make sure that that customer is taken care of. When you open a new order, a new line item with them, you follow up to make sure it's good. When they ask you a question, you follow up and make sure that the question is answered. And everything you can do to make their job and their life better is part of that follow-up. And the follow-up it doesn't start after the sale is made. It starts even during the sale. Because if you first go in and make a presentation and you say, well, I'll get back to you on that, you have to make sure that you get back to them because a lot of people just don't. Another thing, too, is I get complaints from sales managers. They compliments and complaints. They might say, well, I had this one salesman, and he came in and he just went out and opened up all these new accounts, and he was great. And well, I always hesitate when I hear that, because I think, well, how good is he at follow-up? Because some people can only go into a customer once, and then they're not welcome back again. And with us, we have to wear well. We have to be able to go back again and again and again and always be welcome. So with that in mind, have some French fries today. Have a baked potato for dinner tonight, and you'll enjoy it. Nothing better than a baked potato with some butter, sour cream, chives, bacon bits. Really good. Make a whole meal out of that. And a lot of people do. Take care. We'll be back again tomorrow with another lesson from another city. And you do what you always do best. Go out and make a big sale today. Talk to you soon.